Like, sorry, I can keep going if you need me to.
Okay, yeah, let's get one more song.
Come on, console.
All right. The water priest. All right, tonight, we're going over the topic for tonight's class is the implosion of white supremacy and the scam of the feminist movement. Priest and Officer Dawada, who's on the screen, will be assisting me tonight. This topic right here is long overdue, and what we seeing right now in the media and what's happening in the MAGA world and the Donald Trump's administration is bringing more light to this situation. And it's about time that we have this conversation. Tonight is a class, but the dialogue has to continue on where we are as a people and where we are, what do we have as a culture in since we have integrated and we have followed these people's movements. Okay, a lot of these we're going to go into tonight how the feminist movement, it wasn't co-opted, it was started by our oppressor, and he used his woman to undermine our women to what? To destroy the Black, Latino, and Native American Indian household. And we're going to go into some topics tonight proving that, along with the of course we can't have the class without the scriptures, because the scriptures is going to nail down everything that we are saying and what we're talking about tonight for the edification of our people. So this right here, we encourage a lot of sisters to tune in. If you're not tuning in live, to come back and replay this class, because this right here, if you ever wanted to know why our relationships are the way they are today, why our families are the way they are today, and why they are destroyed and dysfunctional, we're gonna go into it tonight, because what we're seeing right now, all over the internet, all over the television screen, and any other access that you have, communication wise, you're seeing the implosion of white supremacy. Okay, and the implosion is household oriented as well. Okay, it's not just government oriented, it's household oriented. Okay, Dawada, Officer Dawada, could you please look up the definition of the word implosion?
Count on one, sir.
Okay, we know what white supremacy is. For those who don't know, white supremacy is so many different definitions, but the definition, the one I really like, is, once again, him being able to have his government and authority on this earth to be able to oppress everyone. His rule is law. His law is the rule. Okay, let's look at this definition right here.
Count on, sir. So this is the word implosion, and the definition of implosion says an instance of something collapsing violently inward.
All right, and now this is what we're examining tonight: the implosion. And notice this: the instance of something collapsing. Okay, I want you to visualize a house. Let's just say the White House, and visualize this collapsing, not outward, but inward, like it's caving in. So and those who work construction, you pretty much know this. If something caves in, what does that mean to the structure of it? That it's weak. The pillars of his household start to weaken or crack, and they fail. And when they fail, the house falls inward. You understand? The house falls inward. And we're gonna go into tonight how his house, America, i.e. his empire, is collapsing inwardly. And why is this important? This is important to let us know to get out of the house, to take our spirit out of the house. All right. So now, can we go into What do you want to hit first, Dawid? I think I want to deal with the man that unalived his daughter
Tell them what
in that
kind.
article. You can pull that article up. For those who don't know, there was a MAGA maniac, a MAGA a follower of Donald Trump, a follower of the MAGA movement. I want to say it happened this month. He unalived his daughter because they had a disagreement about Donald Trump, and an extension of that was the Epstein file. Okay, so this happened. I'm sorry, my brother.
Are you referring to the Renee Good?
Oh, not Renee Good. It's the one with. Oh my goodness, it's the one where the father unalived. Let me see if I can give you the article. Hold on one second. It is. Where we at? The MAGA dad. The MAGA should be the one right above the Epstein accusers, where it talks about Pam Bondi. All right, we're gonna go into Pam Bondi tonight also as well. It's the MAGA dad.
I got you, sir.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay. All right. And you're gonna and Dawid, you're gonna put it up on the screen. I don't know if we can get a picture of her or her father. But we'll go ahead and read the article, and then as we get into the article, we'll show her picture. All right, because I want to put a visual. I want to put a visual on this tonight, brothers and sisters. Now, once again, we talked about the implosion of white supremacy. Can you read this article for me, my brother?
Kind of what kind, sir? So this says MAGA dad. MAGA dad. We got this here. Not charged for fatally shooting daughter after heated argument about Trump. The father will face no charges despite cops initially treated the shooting as a possible manslaughter. So it says a MAGA dad in Texas fatally shot his 23-year-old daughter after the two got into an argument over Donald Trump.
Now let's stop right there. This is happening all over America right now. They're having discussions over Donald Trump. And parts of those discussions have to do with the Epstein files, child pedophilia, and Renee Good and Petty. Those were two white people who got unalived in Minnesota by ICE. And they were American citizens. And they were white. Keep going.
Kind of what kind, sir? Lucy Harrison traveled to the Lone Star State to visit her conservative father, Chris Harrison, at his home in a northern Dallas suburb in January 2025. However, the reunion turned deadly after the two got into a heated argument about Donald Trump ahead of his second term inauguration. After the tensions between the two came to a peak, Lucy was shot in the chest during the January 10th encounter. According to the BBC, Harrison admitted to experiencing an alcohol relapse during the encounter, stating that his renewed drinking may have triggered the shooting.
And now you see how they try to change these things. Now it's the alcohol.
Right.
Why don't you blame racism?
Right.
See, racism is having white people cannibalize themselves. His daughter was unalived due to white supremacy. His daughter was unalived due to racism, but imploding inwardly, just like we read earlier with the definition. Same thing that happened with Renee Good. Keep going. That's a picture of her right there. Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's a picture of her right there. You see? He unalived his daughter. And can you get me to the point where it got heated? There's something she said that stuck out to me. And I think the women, and we're gonna get into the feminist movement off this, because she said something that was heavy.
This may be it
She
right here.
said something in this article
This
where
may
she
be it.
posed a question. Go ahead.
So it says Lucy, who lived in England, had traveled to the U.S. with her boyfriend, Sam Littler, in the hopes of spending quality time with her overseas parent. The New York Post reported that the two initially butted heads after Lucy asked her father a hypothetical question regarding a woman in a sexual assault case. How would you feel if I was the girl in that situation and I'd been sexually assaulted?
Mm.
She asked her father, according to her boyfriend's recount of the tragedy.
You see that? And that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Or should I say that was the pillar that made the house implode?
Kind of, sir.
Because what she did, she put a mirror in front of his face. And this monster hates mirrors. I have yet to see not the LGBTQI, the women's movement, the feminist movement, say anything about. Have you heard anything about that, Dawada? I haven't heard nothing about this.
Nah, sir.
The white feminist movement, the feminist movement should be in an uproar. This ain't the only case.
Right.
Okay. So how can we take advice from these people about our family when they can't even govern their own household?
Right.
They really can't govern a government. And I said this once and I'll say it again. They know how to grow a government. They know how to shrink a government, but they do not know how to run a government. And how do you know that? Because he cannot deal with disagreement, even in his own household. She posed a hypothetical question and it struck a nerve and he got violent. You understand? This is what's going on with white supremacy. This is causing white supremacy to implode before our very eyes, brothers and sisters. That's why tonight's class is so important. Because we're trying to show you, the ISUPK is showing you that our culture has been infiltrated. You understand? You want to know why we are where we are today in our marriages? Is because we followed people like this. You understand? This man, he doesn't care about anybody else. All he cares about is power. And he's undermining and use our family to get it. Because if he cared about family, why did he unalive his daughter over somebody who cares nothing about him? She knew that she would have been, if given a chance, Epstein would have made his move on her as well. You understand? Let's drop that. I don't even need to go in anymore in that article.
Slaga, sir, I don't believe so.
Yeah, we don't even got to go in anymore on that right there. I mean that's self-explanatory right there.
Come on, sir.
Take me to Pam Bondi. That's what I want.
Come on, sir.
Take me to Pam Bondi. So that's right there was Exhibit A about how MAGA is what? They don't care about white women. And what are white women doing about it? Nothing. They're not saying anything, which shows you that the feminist movement was a movement only for what? To destroy our household. Okay, we're going to show you that tonight. After we get this, we're going to pull a scripture, all right?
Kind of one, sir.
This man here unalived his daughter for Donald Trump. He sacrificed. That's the word I'm looking for, Dawada. He sacrificed his daughter.
Right. Kind of one.
Huh? For what? His racism.
Good night.
And they are shocked about this. They don't want to talk about it. See, the thing about it is white people are good at pretending. But everybody is talking about that story, and they're talking about this one right here as well. Oh my goodness. This right here, this shows you that this article here shows you that feminism is a scam. Go ahead and read it, my brother.
Kind of what kind, sir. It says Epstein accusers. This is from U.S. Today. Epstein accusers say Pam Bundy turned her back on survivors everywhere.
They turned and notice this. They said survivors everywhere. They didn't want to really put it the way it's supposed to be put.
Right.
She turned her back on white women
Right.
who were victims of the Epstein. See, this predatorial journal, they got to, let me show you. They won't call it exactly what it is. She turned her back on, and the survivors were who? White. Let's keep going down, my brother.
Kind of what kind, sir. Let's see. So it says, let me make it bigger.
There you go. That's perfect.
So it says 3 women who say they are survivors of Jeffrey Epstein's alleged sex trafficking slammed Attorney General Pam Bundy over the Justice Department's release of its Epstein files, days after she defended her actions during an Implosion congressional hearing. On CNN's State of the Union on Sunday, February 15th, Jess Michaels, Liz Stein, and Teresa Helm responded to Bundy's combative appearance before the House Judiciary Committee last week, during which Democrats and several Republicans severely criticized the administration's handling of the files and related investigations. Chief among the complaints was the rollout of the documents not complying with a congressional deadline and the release of some victim names and identifying information. Well, while the names of potential co-conspirators and Epstein associates were redacted. She was turning her back on survivors everywhere and not just us, Helm alleged to CNN's Jake Tapper. And that's not the message that we should be sending at all. Oh, you there, sir? Keep on going?
Yeah, go down. Okay, give me the picture where where she's not looking at the survivors.
Okay.
Like, so here you have it. This is a white woman. And listen, hold on. Am I correct, Dawadah? The only reason she got her position is because of feminism.
That's how it always is.
Ain't that how it always is?
Sir.
So now she got the position of being whatever her position is. She covered up and didn't care about the women. So what does that show you about the feminist movement? That they don't care. Look at all them go back up top. Look at all them black marks. All them black marks. It has to do
the whole page black. The whole
page. Listen, why you even print the page out? Hey, listen, hold on. Hey, Dawadah, man, if I got that much black on the page, I'm like, you know what? Go ahead and skip the page. That whole page is missing. Now, Dawadah, now come on, now, Dawadah.
That's crazy.
Like that, she covering up so much for them pedophiles. She don't care about white women. Now, where are the women? Where are the white women who are protesting her? You don't see it. The feminist movement, they're supposed to be code pink. Look at her smiling, and look at the victims behind her. She don't even care about them. You understand? Because guess what? They don't have any sisterhood in the feminist movement. How do you know that? Look at this. This is a white woman who has power, a position of power among Donald Trump, and she can care less about other women who are victims. So what does that say about you, black woman? What does that say about you, Latino woman, Native American Indian woman? They don't care. The feminist movement is a scam. Let me get that other picture when they started to make noise and she turned her head. Where it was in shame. It was just shameful.
Did I miss it, or is it something that you sent me?
I think it may be the thumbnail. Now I think you got it.
Okay, the thumbnail. Okay, let me see if it's the thumbnail.
You understand? Like all of those names got redacted. Why? To cover up white supremacy. When you get that, I want to get once you get that picture, I want to get Exodus chapter 1, verse 15.
Yeah, I think that might have been the thumbnail.
That was the thumbnail. Okay, yeah. She couldn't even look them in the face. As a white woman, you know why she couldn't look them in the face? Because she would have saw herself. She would have saw herself. And you know what? I don't really hear Dawood. I've been looking to try to find the article about it, but I haven't really seen anybody tackle this issue. You know how when one of our children do something wrong in the ghetto or do something wrong is on the front page, you know what they say? Well, where was his mother? Well, they know the father's not there because they destroyed the household. But you ever notice they say, well, who's raising him? Where's the mother? You ever hear that?
Sir, all
Where's
the time.
his mother? But you know what I don't hear? I don't hear people asking, where are the mothers of these victims that were victims to Epstein? I don't hear that. I don't hear that conversation on where are the parents. And you know what I'm starting to draw a line on? I'm starting to see most of the facilitators in this sex trafficking, child sex trafficking, and stop using the word underage. They were children. They weren't 16, 17. They were children. Okay? I don't hear people saying, where were the parents? How did these children end up in the clutches of Epstein? It's almost like the parents don't exist. You know why? Because they don't want you to put a magnifying glass on their family structure.
Come on, sir.
This goes on all the time in white society. It has always been happening. Now it's on the forefront. It happens at the country club. It happens at Mar-a-Lago. It happens wherever these young girls are, and they go in and they do this. And in most cases, the parents will groom them for it. Pay attention. Pay attention, brothers and sisters. See, the Lord knew these people before we knew them.
Come on, sir.
And he told us what manner of people they would be. The Lord made a separation from their women and our women. And we should not live how they live. Let's get Exodus chapter 1, verse 15, my brother.
Come on.
We'll go all the way to 21. Like our women are not supposed to be like their women or any other woman for that matter. Because why? The Bible says we're holy. Holy means to be set apart. Not common. It's set apart. Separated. You understand? Like this woman here now, it would have seemed like she would have showed some solidarity with these women. Am I right, Dawood?
That's right, sir.
She would have said, you know what? First thing she would have said is, I'm a woman, right? That's what it seemed like she would have said. I'm a woman and I care about the victims. No. You know why? Because the lust for power will not allow her to care about the victims.
Right.
She don't care about these women. Let's get Exodus chapter 1, verse 15.
Come on, sir. This is the book of Exodus chapter 1, verse 15. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shapar, and the name of the other was Puah. Verse 16.
So this is in our captivity. And what? The king of Egypt, notice this, he went to who? The women. The midwives. Why? Because the midwives were what? Over what? The children.
Right.
Huh? The midwives were over, they had an office among us as a nation, the one who deal with the children, the birth of the children. Right? That was their structure in our society, in our culture. Did he go to the men, Dawada? No, he went to the midwives. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live.
This is abortion right here.
What kind, sir?
You understand? You can call it late term abortion, but it's abortion nonetheless. And why did they want to kill all the sons? Because the men, the boys carry the seed. Men carry the seed. This was a way to what? To what? Eradicate our race. This was a tool he used, that he was attempting to use to eradicate or make us extinct. And he was attempting to use women to do it. Our women. Don't that sound familiar today, brothers and sisters? If it be a daughter, she shall live. Why? Because she cannot carry on the race. She don't carry the seed. So now the daughters would be what? Concubines or a sex slave to the heathens.
Right.
You understand? If you ever wanted to know why a man is important, look at this scripture right here, brothers and sisters. You understand? And these women, these Hebrew women, knew that. Keep going.
Kind of one con, sir. Verse 17. But the midwives feared the Most High, and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men, their children, alive.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives, and said unto them, why have ye done this thing? And have ye saved the men children alive? Verse 19. And the midwives said unto Pharaoh.
And this is important right here, brothers and sisters, especially you sisters. They did not do that because they don't, and this is why they didn't do it. For one, they feared the Lord. But let's check this out. Go ahead.
And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women.
Hold on. The Hebrew women are not like who?
The Egyptian women.
Are not like who?
The Egyptian women.
They knew that we don't get down like that.
Right.
That's not our culture. That's not our way of life. The Pharaoh wanted them to be like who? The Egyptian women. And brothers and sisters, our women today are trying to be like the oppressor's woman. All you have to do is look around. They basically got our women on autopilot now. Because you look at all the abortions that go on. You look at how we don't have a functional household. We have a dysfunctional household. Right. And this is why. Because these women didn't do like these sisters here. These sisters knew that they were different. And they don't have to try to be like the Egyptian women because they're not the same. The Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, for they are what?
For women are not as the Egyptian women. For they are lively and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them.
You see that, man? Like our women are lively, man. Our women and let me tell you something. We get to having our babies. You know, we would be strong as a nation, more in number now than ever if we wouldn't have committed abortion. You understand? But this was a tool. We're gonna go into Margaret Sanger. You can get that lined up next. Dawada. Let's keep going down to verse 21.
Sir. Verse 20. Therefore, the Most High dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty.
And that was the problem with the Egyptians didn't want us to grow mighty.
Right.
Remember, they had counsel to say, let us deal wisely with them. And why wisely? Because guess what? They were trying to undermine us, keep our numbers down. And the white woman has done the same thing to the white man has used his woman to do the same thing to us. They don't want us to grow mighty. And if you do grow mighty, they're going to stick you in the football arena to make him money, or a basketball arena, or somewhere where he can have an enterprise off of you. You understand? The Lord blessed those sisters. Why? Because they followed, they knew that they followed the law, statutes, and commandments. They knew it was a sin to do that. And especially do it for another nation. It was doubly wrong. Because the Pharaoh didn't care about he did not care about the Egyptian women, the Hebrew women or the men. Now, if the women, if they were self-centered and selfish, they could say, look, this might be a good chance for us to get in with Pharaoh. Let's go ahead and do this. We can get promoted. We may get something from him. They said, nah, we fear the Lord. You understand? These sisters were not selfish. Go on, verse 21.
Verse 21. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared the Most High, that he had made them houses.
You see that, man? The Lord blessed those sisters, man. You understand? Prime real estate. Why? Because they feared the Lord. We don't fear the Lord. We end up killing our kids and on Section 8. And getting kicked out you getting evicted. You understand? We supposed to fear the Most High. You sisters out there. You understand? This is what the Lord want us to do. But because we not doing it, we ain't blessed. Our households is not blessed. Why? Because we following these women. We following the oppressor's woman. Let's get Margaret Sanger right quick, my brother.
Sir.
You understand? This is a white woman. There are a lot of when you look at Planned Parenthood and all that, they look at this like this woman right here cared about Planned Parenthood or having a family. She did not. She was a tool used by white supremacists. See, you don't see the hand, you don't see the strings in the hand that's puppeteering these white women.
Right.
See, a lot of you women, black women, and Native American, Indian, and Latino women, you think that you have something in common with them because they're women. I can identify with them because they're women. They have children too. And that's the human part of you. You understand? That is because you are kind and you are loving and you really have compassion. You would think that you and her have something in common. Not knowing that this person here was sent by the enemy to undermine you, to get herself in a better position, aka Pam Bundy, to enrich herself. Because quiet as kept, they don't have the freedom that you think they have in their own community. If they did, why did the father kill his daughter for disagreeing with Donald Trump and Epstein? Just by posing a question. What if it was me? And he realized that he could not take it. And that millisecond of truth, that millisecond of that question made him unalive her. Margaret Sanger, what does she say about eugenics and race? Because they're tied together. Remember, we just read the scripture about Pharaoh and the midwives. Let's go down.
You ready me to read, sir?
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, go. Yeah, skip down. You know what? Go down to okay. Yeah, right there. Right, last 25 years.
Cut on one sir. This is the Time magazine. It says last year, 25 House Republicans campaigned to have a bust of the pioneering family planner removed from the Smithsonian National Portrait Gallery, where it has been included in an exhibit featuring an American civil rights leaders called The Struggle for Justice, with Ted Cruz's office issuing a press release explaining that she didn't belong there for a number of reasons. The most damning of which is that as part of her inhumane life's work, she advocated for the extermination of African Americans.
Hold on. She advocated for what?
The extermination of African Americans.
You see that? Now this is a white woman. And there's plenty of them that's out there that's doing this. That's right. Do you know that there's a video of I think an audio recording of a white woman trying to call ICE on a elementary school child, on their family?
Right. Yeah, well, I seen it, sir. What happened is this white guy who created like a fake organization where he's basically presenting himself to be someone that you can call to report somebody that you think is illegal. Right. So that's what happened. The white lady called him and said that there was a child at her school that she doesn't think is legal.
Now you hear that? You hear that, brothers and sisters? And this is what's going on every day. But this is the enemy that you let go by you every day. You don't really pay attention to this. But you got to understand that this is going on every day in America. She advocated for the extermination. See, if you let them plan your family, you won't have a family. If you let them tell you about what freedom is, you won't have freedom. And if you let them tell you about God, you will never have heaven.
That's right.
Anything that he gives you that he says this is good, this is going to free you, this is going to liberate you, this is going to give you power, you must question it, brothers and sisters. These classes are to teach you how to think, not just what to think, but how to think. We're not using critical thinking. And why? Because we're not following what God said. If you open up this Bible, you will understand the Bible is a book it talks about oppression of a people and the liberation and freedom of that people.
That's right.
To come from under an oppressive rule.
And if I could add, sir.
Go ahead, my brother.
So it was long ago. There was a voice recording that came out about Planned Parenthood, and what it was a recording of people calling in and making like $50,000 donations, $100,000 donations to Planned Parenthood, but only for Black abortions. Like they made it clear when they made this donation, I'm going to donate $50,000, $100,000, but I need this to only be for Black mothers who want to abort their children, to pay for their abortions.
You see that? And that right there, it just goes to show you that who is he using? He's using because they know, okay, well, maybe because we've been oppressed so much, the Black woman thinks that maybe she'll have some sympathy. Maybe she'll understand that I'm a mother. She doesn't care that you're a mother.
Right.
She looks at your child being competition to hers.
That's right, sir.
She doesn't care.
That's right.
And you have to really process that in your mind when it comes to the hard truth, as they say. The hard truth about where we are as a nation in this point in time. How do you know that? The scripture said that they're not going to regard the old or the young.
That's right, sir.
You understand? It's power for power's sake. She advocated for the extermination, not the education, not the advancement,
Right.
but they use the black woman to say, you know what? Let me be free from this responsibility. Huh? This is going to set me back in life. And a lot of women, and see, the thing about it is, Satan can control you through quote unquote freedom.
That's crazy, sir. I was just thinking about the scripture where it says that the woman destroy herself through overmuch liberty.
Yes. Yes, brother. That's what people don't understand. People love to discuss freedom all the time in this place. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Free and free will. But that is stopping your will to be free. Go ahead and read that, my brother.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 10. If thy daughters be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
You see that? God has restraints. Shameless is a good thing for a daughter.
That's right.
A daughter, you have to raise a daughter with some kind of shame, because that's going to keep her what? Her femininity intact. That's going to keep her sober-minded about how she conducts herself. But when you look at the feminist movement, what does it preach? Sexual liberation.
That's right.
Sexual freedom, which was the forerunner to the what? Sexual revolution.
That's right, sir. Your body, your choice.
Your body, your choice. Huh? But the consequences, you get to divert that to somewhere else. Oh, I forgot. That's not your fault.
Right.
But you use your body and you use your choice, but you don't want the consequences. It's your consequences as well, sister. See, go ahead, Dawada.
I was gonna say, sir, and we followed our sisters followed white women in the feminist movement for their fight for freedom, when the whole time the freedom they was fighting for was the freedom they already had to be whores. You know what I mean? Like all of the time that in chattel slavery, when the black women was midwives in chattel slavery, we was taking care of their kids so they can go to the frat parties in the club and party and drink and have sex with what they want to have sex with. They were not trying to raise those kids that they were having, so that's why black women raised them in chattel slavery.
Exactly, brother. They got some down here. They got the Mardi Gras going on down here. I ain't got to tell you what's going on over there.
Right.
Down on Bourbon Street. And you seen doctors, lawyers,
right,
rich white women act like complete whores on the street at night. But they have liberty. They have freedom.
Right.
And guess what? They live in a society they can come to work and still tell you how you're not being a lady.
Right.
And this is what you got to understand for you sisters out there. You have abused yourself with the liberty that you got in this place.
That's right, sir.
In your pursuit of happiness, you've destroyed not only yourself, you've destroyed your children as well. And the household that you're supposed to have as well with a man. This is what has happened. Take me to Mark chapter 3, verse 24. What article we just was on? I'm sorry, my brother.
We on the one about Margaret Sanger and exterminating black people, African American.
Okay. So once again, they told, and the only reason that the Republicans told the truth on this because they were trying to defund Planned Parenthood, because that was a tool for the quote unquote Democrats.
That's right. That's right, sir.
That was a honeypot for the Democrats. All that genetic research off of dead babies, unalive babies. Scroll down some more if you can. See, you gotta listen to both. But they both telling on each other, brothers and sisters. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Ministers, we do not go. Okay. Go. Okay. Here we go. Right there. We do not want. Let's get that right there. That quote right there.
Sir. quotations. It says, "We do not want word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. And the minister is the man who can straighten out that idea if it ever occurs to any of their more rebellious members," she wrote.
You see, now, so hold up now. So now we have a conspiracy here, a collaboration between the white movement, feminists, and a person that using eugenics to control and exterminate our race, and the what? The Christian. When she say the minister, you know who he's talking about? She's talking about the black pastor.
That's right, sir.
Now, I got word today Jesse Jackson passed away. And a lot of these, and you know, usually when a towering figure like Jesse Jackson, who's been around since, I mean, the civil rights, he was one of these civil rights leaders that marched for Dr. King and was around him. But now everybody's starting to have a review of these kinds of people's legacy. And one thing that sticks out about his legacy was the issue of abortion. And we got to talk about it. A lot of these things are coming under peer review, or should I say generational review. Because when these types of people pass away, we have to look at and see what did they stand for. Now, this is Jesse Jackson right here. Now, if I'm correct, Dawada, this was before he ran for president. Am I correct?
So I think he ran for president in the 80s, and this was in 73.
Okay, so he knew abortion is genocide. And he was right about that. Now, can you pull up his statement after he decided to run for president and he needed endorsements?
Okay, come on, sir.
Because he said that it was a woman's choice. You understand? Now, keep in mind, right here it says, we do not want word to go out. And what does that mean? That's what we just read with Pharaoh. Deal wisely with them. Don't say we want to. We're not going to say it's extermination. We're going to call it progression. We're going to call it a woman having power over her body.
All right.
Brothers and sisters, there are things you cannot see and they're being undermined. And how would you know which way to go without a prophet, without a seer, someone who can see beyond the nice fancy words and the illusion of you're gonna have a better life if you do this. You're gonna be more of a woman. You're gonna have power. They co-opted our family. They destroyed our family. And this is proof. She said to use, so what did that tell you about Christianity? That Christianity was used as a tool to what? To destroy our families. And to keep our families destroyed. To keep our families subjugated. And best believe she had financiers behind her. But they needed a woman to do it. They needed a woman, a white woman, to come out here and say, this is going to be better for your society. Let me know when you get that, my brother.
I think I got a small clip here, actually.
Okay. Let's get it.
Reverend Jackson, I noticed in one of our last appearances you had indicated what I thought possibly was a different position that you might have taken in the past on abortion. I guess one of the reasons that I'm different on it is that I do favor a constitutional amendment to reverse Roe v. Wade in order to let Congress set a national standard. What is your position on that right now, sir?
My position is I am not pro-abortion. I'm freedom of choice, even as a matter.
I remind the audience that you're using up Jesse Jackson's time.
Even theologically, God gives us choice. We must live with the consequences of that choice, whether we go to heaven or hell, but at least we are not robots, but people. We have choice. Within the law, we have the choice. I would never encourage abortion. I do not embrace it. I put more focus on sex education before the fact, self-discipline before the fact, that people might be responsible and disciplined and matured and make decisions the day before, so they will not make decisions the day after. The fact is, it is one's choice, and it is also one's consequences that must be lived with. That is, it's for me, it's a matter of fear and trembling. Was the position I take, and I stand with that position.
Now you see that?
Good. Nice.
Now, if that you see, now notice this, that once again, choice, i.e. meaning what? Liberty. And let me tell you something, politicians and pastors have a way of framing things where it's quote unquote easy to digest if you're not skillful with the ear. Now, the women in the Bible, did they say that they had a choice?
Oh,
no. They said we are not like the other women, and we will not do this. You understand? This is what happens when you compromise yourself and you compromise the position, because abortion was not about just women in general. It was about whose population, Dawada?
the African American population. So
The African American. It was targeted to us. The only reason the GOP now is saying something now is because white women, they have really abused themselves with liberty. They're killing, and they're not populating as fast as we are, even with abortion. So they have to stop the abortion, because now it has what? It has self-imploded.
if I could, sir.
Go ahead, my brother.
You see, like you was just talking about, like how it says here, and the minister is the man who can straighten out the idea if it occurs, right? So they use the ministers, like you said, like Reverend Jesse Jackson, and like we had the picture where he was against abortions, but then as soon as he running for president, now he's pro-choice, and then he got the nerve to talk about fear and trembling, and how we all just have, like, we should have the right to make a choice, and we have to deal with the consequences of our choice, as he's referring to the Bible. But here in Deuteronomy, if I could, sir,
go ahead.
It says in verse 20, verse 19, it says, chapter 30, it says, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life. So you don't get it. It's not a choice. You know what I mean? You have to choose life.
And you know what's so crazy about it? And this is the thing. You know why that they see the thing about it, and this is why being a leader is so important, and especially if you have a position of authority. Those sisters in the Bible, they had the office of a midwife, meaning they were charged with that.
Mm-hmm.
When you speak, people listen. You understand? Meaning their view of choice is based on what you say. If you say, we're not doing this, there is no choice in this. This has to do with the survival of our nation. You have no choice. Guess what? The people would follow if you're a leader. You understand? But if you sit there and tell them, you know what? You have a choice. Hold on. Let's go to Saul. What did Saul say when the people kept the good things? What did he tell Samuel? I tell you what, let's go to the scripture, David. You know what I want? You know what I want? When the Lord gave a commandment, and Samuel came to Saul. Huh? Let's see what he said.
Let's see. I think we could probably start at maybe verse 9, maybe.
Yeah. What he said. Well, why do I hear the bleating of sheep or goats?
Right.
See, when you're a leader, you give what God say to give. You understand? You say what thus saith the Lord. But if you're not sent from the Lord, of course you're gonna do what you want to do. Take me to read that.
You want to start at this one? Okay,
This is when, for those who don't know, the Lord told Saul to unalive everything. Don't leave nothing left. It was going to be a full out, it extermination.
That's right.
Right? That was the commandment. He told. Now Saul is king over Israel. The Lord had him anointed before all Israel, and the Lord told him what to do. Right? There wasn't no wiggle room on this. Go ahead. Now this is Samuel, the prophet Samuel, coming to meet Saul after the conquest. Go ahead.
It's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15, verse 14. And Samuel said, what meaneth then this bleating of the sheep in mine ears, and the lowing of the oxen which I hear? Verse 15. And Saul said, they have brought them from the Amalekites, for the people spared the best of the sheep.
Now hold on. Now you see that there?
God,
The people spared the best of the sheep. I don't have power over that. They had a choice. Nuh-uh. Not when you a leader. When you a leader, you tell them what thus saith the Lord.
Right.
God said not to do this. You understand? So what is he really doing, Davidah? He's saying to people, but what is he really saying? He's trying to go ahead.
No, you're just talking about, like you said, that he's giving the choice of, going with the people want to go with.
Because he really wanted what?
Oh, he wanted to be reverent. He wanted power. He wanted the people's favor.
There you go. You don't care about the people's favor when you serve the Lord. You don't have a choice. Just like Mattathias. Mattathias said he told them when the king's commissioner came, he said, I'm not gonna do it. My brother's not gonna do it.
Right. And
anybody under me not, even if they had the thought that, maybe I could. He spoke for everybody. You understand? So that's a good point right there, Davidah. I'm gonna go back. Let's go to Mark chapter 3, verse 24. You understand? That's the example. Like Jesse Jackson, he changed his position. Why? For the hope for run for president. And that's all. Now think about how many women went and committed abortion after that. Think about that now. Right. I want you to think about now before, because they looked at him as a leader, he said abortion is what, Davidah? Genocide. So that held the line a little bit. But once you compromise and they see you as, that's why the commissioner told Mattathias in the Apocrypha, I want you to come first. Because you looked at as a leader.
Yep.
You a man of grace. Why he wanted him to come first? Because if he gets you to come first, everybody else gonna say, well, man, look, hey, he did it. Right. We're gonna do it too.
That's right.
Nah. You understand? God, like you just said, Davidah, that scripture. He said before us life and death, then gave us the cheat code, said choose life. You know why? Because you too stupid to know what life is. You don't know what life is. You would know life if it was staring you in the face.
That's right.
You need God to tell you what life is. You can see life and you can see death and you will still choose death. So he had to say, let me help you out. Choose this right here. This is the one you choose.
You said Mark 3 and what scripture, sir?
3 and verse 24 through 27.
It's the book of Mark, chapter 3, verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
You understand? And this is what's going on right now with white supremacy. There's fractured in the MAGA movement. That's fractured. You can get ready to pull that article up about Marjorie Taylor Greene, about it was all a lie. If a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. So this kingdom is on its way out. Why? Because there's infighting among this kingdom. Okay? Even the MAGA movement is fractured. There's white men unaliving and beating white women behind MAGA.
Right.
This is going. They just had a white man. He unalived his family during a football game.
Sorry.
What is it? You want to talk about toxic masculinity? What's going on with these white men unaliving these white women?
Right.
In the word of Michael Jackson, Annie, are you okay? Let's talk about it tonight. Like, blink twice. Can somebody, you know what I'm willing to do? Now, I don't usually do this. I'm willing to open up this platform for white women out there who want to confess and talk about life living under MAGA. If you're a white woman out there, if you want to talk about what's really been going on, I'm willing to give you an opportunity to do that. You just reach out to this channel, reach out to Priest and Officer Dabada, and we'll maybe get you on the show to just talk about how oppressive it is being under white supremacy. Because evidently, you can't even talk. You better not say anything about Donald Trump. You better not say nothing about the Epstein files or them being pedophiles. They will unalive you or beat you.
You can't be against ICE either.
I'm sorry. And you can't say, you better not say Renee Good. If you say Renee Good, you're gonna have a problem. Let me tell you something. We had the sign down there in New Orleans on the wall. We printed out the poster. This white woman walked. There was a group of white women, and she saw us and saw that picture. Said, "Oh my God!" Like what do you say? Oh my God! But what's wrong? Are you afraid? It's like she's seen a ghost. She like just even talking about it. They're not allowed to talk about what's going on with white women in America and how white women are being sexually exploited. Why? Because that's their life, brothers and sisters. And we should not follow that. That's their life. With all that they have, they're being exploited. Our sisters should not be that way. You understand? Go ahead, my brother.
Come on, sir. Verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. Verse 26. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end.
You see that? Keep going.
Verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man.
And check this out. How did they bind the strong man?
Right.
His woman.
That's right.
That's how they did it. That's how it happened in the Garden of Eden. And that's how it happened with the feminist movement.
That's right.
And let me tell you something. And notice it says a strong man. See, this man is no match for us. Like he cannot outmatch us, man to man. So what he knows is, no matter how strong this man is, he has, think about a man going to war. He wears his armor, right? He wears his helmet. Now when he goes home, he takes his armor off.
Right.
Right? The enemy could never catch him with his armor off. So that man now, that woman has now seen him in a vulnerable state. She know where he's hurting. She knows his scars. He knows his weak points, all of that. But this woman lies in his bosom. This woman is a woman he trusts, a woman he cares for, a woman he loves, and she loves him. And the enemy know that is how they can catch this man. We need her to bind him. Because we can't bind him, we will use his woman. That is calculated, brothers and sisters. And that is what happened with Margaret Sanger. That's what happened with the feminist movement. We're gonna go into Gloria Steinem. We're gonna put that article up as well. The strong man, we have been bound through abortion. We have been bound through all these philosophies and these doctrines that have separated us, male from female. We are supposed to be one flesh. Why are we twain? Division, divide and conquer is what they have used. And you see what is happening in their own households. But they will survive as long as you are subjugated. They will continue to be on top until we decide to come together. So my message to you sisters out there, unbind the strong man. Unbind him. If you using this man's tactics to bind that man, unbind him. If you don't want to know, you want to know how to unbind him, get in contact with the ISUPK. And we'll show you how to put your household back together, because you're going to need that man. If don't you know, if by him being bound, that makes you a prey, the enemy can take you and the children. He can spoil you, meaning he can rob you are his goods. His house, our house have been spoiled. Because why? Our women have followed the oppressor, and our brothers as well, but we're talking about the women tonight. We're talking about the scam of femininity. You see how Pam Bondi couldn't even look those women in the face? You see how the MAGA movement are unaliving their own daughters? You see how Margaret Sanger said she wanted to exterminate the black family, the black race? You see how Gloria Steinem, we're going to go into that next, about how she was a CIA operative who formulated the feminist movement. Why? To undermine you and your strong man and the house. This is the point of this. Okay? Let's get let's go to Gloria Steinem. Then we'll go to Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Come on, sir.
You understand?
So this is the Hill. It says former Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene said President Trump's "Make America Great Again" slogan was a lie, saying his first year back in office was focused on obliging wealthy supporters.
Hold on, obliging who?
Wealthy supporters.
Let me tell you something. They didn't figure it out a little bit too late now, Dawada.
Right. Too late. It's too late
now.
That's how it always
hustled.
is.
Huh?
So that's how it always is.
That's how it always is.
We finding out too late with Margaret Sanger and Planned Parenthood. We finding out too late with Trump and all of his tactics. You know, all of the white man schemes and these choices that he give us. We find out way later down the line that it was against us at the end of the day.
There you go, brother. And there's a quote that says, "Hell is truth realized too late."
Good night. Indeed, that one.
Now, here you are. Now, this is a white woman now. And notice this. Why are all the white women blowing the whistle? Notice that. Why are the white women? You don't really catch too many white men saying anything. But guess what the white women realize? After you get done with it. Say what, Dawada?
I was going to say they white women finding out that liberty for women is unconstitutional.
Thank you, Dawada. They see where it's going. They like, hold on. They see in their mind. See, Marjorie Taylor Greene said, "Okay, so we're gonna rule with the white man, and we're gonna have power." No. Hold up, because the Constitution is for rich white man with property.
That's right.
You didn't have a right to vote. Oh, I forgot. You used black women to push that.
That's right.
Because last time I checked, Dawada, black men was able to vote the same time black women was. There was no separation between us. We both worked the fields. We both did a chattel slavery. There was never no oppressive regime of black men on black women. That's a lie. That was given to you by the oppressor and his woman.
That's right.
But like you said, Dawada, they realized, hold up, after he destroy all the Latinos and blacks, guess what? We don't have the right to vote. We don't have our rights no more. Oh, you see now. And guess what? Marjorie Taylor started finding these things out. They had a meeting, I heard, where it was some strategy meeting, and they told her just to wait outside and get some coffee.
Stand by, and stand down.
Yeah, stand down and stand by. Huh? It was only white men in that meeting, wealthy white men, and then she realized that I don't have a seat at the table,
right?
Unless it's on my knees.
Huh? Yep.
Oh yeah.
Like that, like the one girl that was at the office with Bill Clinton. What was her name? I forgot her name.
Lewinsky.
Monica. That's it. Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah, you gonna have and listen, and when you and listen, it all and really and look at the ones who and see the ones like Pam Bondi, the ones like the Ice Barbie, whatever her name is, that piece of face, that the leather face, Pam, that Botox Bondi. Okay, you look at her; those are women who are willingly whores for this administration. You understand? They don't care about. They can care less. They have no morality whatsoever. So they're gonna do whatever they can do to get power. Whether whatever they gotta do, whoever they gotta lie on, whatever they gotta redact, they'll do it because they don't care. They're that type of woman. You understand? So there's a clash among them. Now, where's all the feminists? Once again, it's supposed to be Code Pink on steroids right now. But
Right.
you don't have that right now. You know why? Because the white feminist movement is really quiet right now. But let a black man hit a black woman and he get on TMZ. They're going to have all kind of lawyers. Everybody got a statement and everything.
Right.
You ain't said nothing about that white woman getting unalived by her father. You didn't say nothing about Renee Good. Huh? Her last name was Good. She was a good white woman.
Right.
Why are white people killing the quote unquote good white people? You always come to the UPK and say, you know what? Where are the good white? Are there any good white people? Yes, they are. They are the ones you're murdering.
Right.
You're murdering them. So by the time we find out they're good, you already unalived them. What do you want? Do you want to get mad with the UPK? No, don't get mad with the UPK. You want us to love all white people? MAGA doesn't love all white people. White supremacists don't even love all white people. So it's asinine for you to get mad at the UPK about us caring about our nation. Self-preservation. Go ahead, my brother.
Kind of Wakan, sir. You want me to keep on reading the article?
Please.
Kind of Wakan, sir. So it says, I think people are realizing it was all a lie. It was a big lie. I think people are realizing it was all a lie.
They realizing it was all a lie.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That's right, Priest Officer War. He said something about empty calories. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Marjorie Taylor Greene, she ain't easy on the eyes either. All of them, and notice all the, you know what I'm saying? The ugly ones got to fight with the pretty ones.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Go ahead and read it again, brother.
I think people are realizing it was all a lie. It was a big lie for the people. What MAGA is really serving in this administration, who they're serving is their big donors. Green said in a Wednesday interview with radio personality Kim Iverson.
You see that? So they don't care about, you think they care about they care about them victims? They don't care, and they don't care about these trailer trash white people out here.
Right.
These MAGA hat wearing, big belly, big beard white people out here. They don't care about them.
Once they put that American flag on the back of their truck and ride around the town.
The ones that say love it or leave it. Yeah, that's you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
If I'm not mistaken, sir, I think those are the same ones that ran into that in the White House in that insurrection. What's it called? Intercession.
That's right. That's them. That's them. But now they're finding out he don't care. He just enriching himself and enriching his donors. And they used it just like they used the white woman and just like the white women used the black woman.
That's right.
It's like a pyramid scheme if you really think about it.
Ponzi scheme. Mm-hmm.
It's a Ponzi scheme. Let me use the black woman to get the black woman to follow this feminist movement so I can enrich myself. And notice this. The black woman and the white woman never are on the same level in corporate America. And you fought the hardest. You sacrificed your family. You kicked the black man out the house. And you still get passed up for that promotion. Imagine that. Because you've been scammed, sisters. You've been scammed by following white supremacy, i.e. the feminist movement. Let's go to Gloria Stein, my brother. Then we're going to get Esther. We'll get Esther chapter 1. I'm sorry, 1 Corinthians 14 and 33. Let's go to Gloria Stein. We're going to get out to the nitty gritty on this thing, man. Because you know we have proof. You know we have proof about what we're saying. We're not just saying these things. Huh? I want that picture of her next to the black woman, if you can, Dawada. I want that front and center.
Cut on with con, sir.
I got to have it front and center, because that right there is showing you right there what goes on, how the feminist movement has scammed our sister. Now I want you to look at this picture here. Okay? Because a lot of you thought you had an ally, but you had an enemy. To have you turn against your husband,
Right.
the black man.
That's right.
Now, originally, if you look at this picture here, you see a white woman holding up a fist and a black woman holding up a fist. Can I ask you a question, black woman? Who was, before this happened, who was beside that black woman holding up a fist? Does anyone know in the chat? Before, it was her next to the black woman holding up a fist. Who was standing beside each other holding up a fist side by side, fighting for liberation, fighting for freedom, fighting to get from under the oppression? Does anyone know? Dawada, help me out, my brother.
Cut on with con, sir. That black man.
There you go, brother. He was replaced. I can be a better friend to you, a confidant to you than he is. And this right here started the gender wars. You want to know why we are where we are today? Because Satan has divided us. That fist, the white woman never raised a fist like that. That fist belongs to us.
That's right, sir.
The same way other nations try to, like the Palestine, they try to take the fist. That's our fist.
Yes, sir.
You never raised a fist. We did that. We got suspended at the Olympics for raising a fist. You didn't do it. Give me the scripture where it says, don't set your enemy by thee. Hold this. It's a scripture where it said, don't set your enemy, let me find that scripture. Scripture where it says, don't set your enemy by you, next to you, because he would take your place. See if I can find that scripture. I want y'all to get a good look at this picture, man. And it seems like she's her friend. It seems like she has her best interest at heart.
Okay, it's Ecclesiasticus.
Come on.
Chapter 12, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
You see that? Never trust your enemy. You know how iron, you leave iron out in the elements, it'll start rusting. Am I right, Dawada?
That's right, sir. You can't reverse.
All it takes is a little bit of time. Just like iron rust, so its wickedness is not going. It's going to show eventually. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
You see that? Though he humbled himself. You understand? We friends, we sisters in the struggle, we women. You gotta beware. Where was all this feminism when we were on the plantation?
Right.
Huh? They only attach themselves to you when they start seeing you getting stronger.
That's right.
They only wanted to get close to you when they saw it. They knew that they couldn't undermine you. They couldn't bind the strong man. Why? Because he controlled his woman. He controlled his children. Now I got to get to his woman. I need you to bind him for me. Let me get beside you and raise the fist. How about this? Huh? Go ahead.
Verse 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
Uh-huh.
Neither let him sit at thy right hand.
Hold on. What side is she on, Dawada?
Look like the right side, sir.
It looked like the right side for me.
Strong side.
On the right, she got that right on the right side with her fist.
Yeah.
Huh?
And the white
you don't
woman
set him.
She ain't even making a good fist. If I may.
Come on, she ain't got her fist right. The other sister's thumb is on her fist. Hers is fingernails out because she don't gotta fight nobody.
Real talk. Con, sir.
You understand?
That's right.
You set him by, and and this is so heavy. Lest he rise. Say it again. Lest he what in our place? Stand up in our place.
Con, sir.
Now you know where I'm about to go with this, Dawada. Hold up. Not only has she got the man out of your house, now he's in her bedroom. And you can't find the man.
Yep.
And guess what? All of the star rich athletes go to who? Her. They desire her instead of you. Because you set her by you. And now she's in your place. Huh? She undermined you, and now he's a sex slave to her. And she still get to keep her. Did you see what happened? What's that brother's name? The Twitch brother that was that on Ellen DeGeneres. That was married to that sister. Married to that white woman. And then he ended up dying mysteriously. And she then moved on and got a white man with his money. Huh?
I'm not familiar with that one, sir.
Oh yeah. That happened. And that happens a lot in the entertainment world.
Con.
You understand? Lest he seek to take what? Thy seat and what?
And stand up in thy place.
Now guess what? Now, she decides everything. She decides what the workplace culture is now. Right. Or you thought she wasn't gonna be on top? You thought y'all was gonna be equal? No. And she still has her family. You don't. Keep going.
Con. And thou at the last, remember my words, and be pricked therewith.
You see that? You better remember these words, man. You better remember these words, what we're saying. Let's go to let's read this article about Gloria Steinem. Let's see who she was.
Now might be a good time to talk about Gloria Steinem's time as a CIA asset. Good.
As a what, Dawada?
CIA asset. It's crazy.
Come on, brother. Listen, I know a lot of black women out there that I know you upset. But we got to talk about this, man. So she was a CIA operative. What do you know when they use the CIA? They use the CIA when they want to bring down somebody, brothers and sisters. The CIA, and check this out. The CIA is used against foreign governments.
Right.
Am I right, Dawada?
Con, sir. It says this was against terrorists, foreign and domestic.
Come on, man. So what did that say to you?
Yep.
They used this, and what did they do? They befriended the black woman.
That's right.
I understand your struggle. I can help you get a better job. I can help you get a better housing. I can help you be independent.
You don't need that man.
You don't need that man. Huh? And now look, let's speed this up to 2026. MAGA is all a lie.
Yep.
Pam Bundy turning her back on white women. Can't even look them in the face. And white women are being exploited sexually, and they haven't heard nothing from people like Gloria Stein. Where are they at now?
Couldn't.
Why it's so quiet out here? Why white women not in the streets? Where they at? Where are they saying, I'm a woman, I'm against the Epstein? The only people speaking against Epstein are them few women that's survivors. Where is the mass number of white women that's speaking out against this? You don't see them. All these fabricated movements and minority groups and all these things, they have been constructed to destruct you. She was a CIA asset. And here this black woman, she probably didn't even have a clue.
Absolutely not.
She thought what she was doing was going to be best for everyone, and it failed. Go ahead, brother. Let's keep going.
Kind of with sir. So she was a CIA asset. Let's see. Last week, 79-year-old feminist icon Gloria Steinem was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. During her acceptance speech, she graciously declared, "I'd be crazy if I didn't understand that this was a medal for the entire women's movement."
You see that? The entire women's movement. Notice that you grouped in that, but guess where you at on that? You at the bottom.
Right.
Huh? Affirmative action benefited rich white women more than anyone else.
That's right.
Keep going.
Should you?
Let's see. Keep going. I want to see if I can find another piece in that article where it said, Barack Obama gave her the medal.
No.
Who gave her that medal?
It's crazy, sir, that you bring that part out, because it was Martin Luther King, I believe, was given the Margaret Sanger Award.
There you go. You right, Dawada. You know what I'm saying? That why you were given an award because you pushed the agenda. Evidently. Why would you get an award from somebody who wanted to exterminate the whole black race?
Right.
Think about that. Like, that's a hell of an award. I'm gonna get this to this nigga because I mean, come on, man. We got to keep it real. Look, and listen, and we're gonna have to have these conversations on the streets. I'm sorry, we got to have, because once again, we are at a crossroads in this country. We are at a crossroads with where we go. We are dealing with a generation that not only want to count their views and how many likes they have, how many shares they have, they also want to count their victories.
That's right.
They want to see where they're winning and they want to see where they're losing. And you can't just, sweep it under the rug now. Go ahead, Priest.
I was trying to find the part where you was looking for, sir. You said it said something about what now?
Hold on, let me see. Go down. Okay.
I skipped some parts. I skipped over here. Is talking about 59.
Okay, yeah, here we go right there. This 1959. Let's go.
Okay. In 1959, Gloria Steinem attended the communist-sponsored World Youth Festival in Vienna as the head of the Independent Service for Information, a CIA front.
You see that? This woman right here, once again, they know how to use women. Mm-hmm. So when you see, and listen, it's in the music, there's so many things that you don't see, brothers and sisters, especially you sisters, which is why you have to follow a man of the Lord. You have to get into the ISUPK and learn these things. Learn how to think. Just because it sounds good don't mean it's good. And right. Here she is. She's a CIA front. Go down some more.
Okay, sir.
This goes to show you that and she was financed. Let me see. Okay, keep going down. Keep going down.
Oh, that might be it.
That might be it. Like, that's by, you know what I'm saying? They probably redacted the rest of it. Look, let me tell you something. Look, the ISUPK is at the tip of the spear when it comes to these types of things, man. You understand? You got Marjorie Taylor Greene, you got all these different people out here saying the MAGA movement is compromised. No, it's not compromised. It's going as it's supposed to go. You just realized a little too late that you weren't included in the power structure, that you're going to be subjugated like everybody else. Now let's get that term awful. Let's go to let's get 1 Corinthians 14 and 33. And then we're gonna put that article up on what they're calling, what the MAGA movement is calling white liberal women. You understand? There's an implosion happening with white supremacy, which is why the Bible said, come out of her, my people. Take your spirit out of this place, man. This woman is not going to teach you how to be a good mother, black woman. She's not going to teach you how to be a good wife. She can't even keep herself from getting beat and unalived by her own family. You understand? If it wasn't for mascara or them allowing her to wear dark shades at work, you would be seeing the rings around her face after the football game. You understand? You'd be seeing the rings around her face. We don't come to work all that because they're getting beat. That's why. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a functional household. Why? Because it's imploding. The very thing that they tried to do for you to try to undermine you, now is starting to backfire.
That's right.
Let's get it, my brother. 1 Corinthians 14 and 33.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints.
You see that? You know why we in this state we in? Because we confused. We confused on who's supposed to lead. The Bible tells you who's supposed to lead in a family. The Bible tells you who's supposed to follow who. It gives you the power structure in the Bible. It says the Most High, Christ, the man, the woman, and the children. That's the structure. We have deviated from that. Right. And the reason people are changing the definitions because they missed the mark. So they got to redefine what marriage is, redefine what it means to be a man and a woman. And that's why we fail, because we try to change what God has already ordained. He gives us the definition. The reason you confused because you got maybe you got too much liberty. Maybe you're listening to your enemy. Maybe you're listening to Gloria Stein. Maybe you're listening to these white women who tell you this is what it means to be a woman. And you got a CIA operative right next to you holding up a fist, when it used to be the black man next to the black woman holding up a fist. You understand? How can she tell you about freedom when her husband is oppressing you? So she's going to help you fight against him? I don't think so. Let's get that that article, my brother. And then we get Esther chapter 1, verse 15.
Okay. Okay. You sent me an article for the awful?
Yeah, it's the one where it talks about the terminology. Who are the awfuls? It should be under New Republic, right below the Renee Good. Where it's the first one. They use that term for Renee Good as well.
That was the NY Times one.
Okay, it's one right under. Check out the one under where it says the awfuls.
I got you, sir.
Okay.
Here we go.
And for those who don't know, they have a term for white women now, called awfuls. Okay, we're gonna go into what that term means. Once again, the feminist movement, I don't see them in the streets, Dawada.
They ain't there.
I don't see them out here raising Cain out here. They hiding. Huh?
They a con, sir. They hiding. I don't know what they doing. I mean,
I don't know what they doing. They better go ahead and turn up. I don't know what's going on with these white women out here. Huh?
They might just be in fear at this point. I mean, they see they counterparts out there dying.
Yeah. Well, they remember they had that fist up. They need to go and get out there and get busy.
John, sir. You gotta get
They
out
need to
there.
show.
Right?
They need to show black women what freedom is about, what women's rights is. Don't stop now. Let's go.
That's probably what they're doing. They're probably somewhere trying to figure out how they can convince black women to fight this fight for them.
Thank you, Dawada. Thank you. You hit it spot on. That's what they waiting on. See, they are not. Remember, our struggle is the only authentic struggle. Hold that scripture where it said. Matter of fact, go ahead and get it now. What am I talking about? Get the scripture where it said that we have laid our body. They said to our soul, bow down that we may go over. Like that, like the only way they get and they progress in their empire is that we have to lay down for them. We have to be the lay ground for them to get to the next level. Go ahead and read that, my brother.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 23. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over.
You see that? And that's what in that picture there, that's what when that black woman's raising her fist next to her, she's bowing down that she can go over. She don't know it. She thinks that we together, we a team, you an ally, we both women. But the white woman has used her so she can advance herself.
That's right.
And that's how you have Pam Bondi today. You would have never had a Pam Bondi if it wasn't for this black woman right next to her.
Mm-hmm.
You would have never had an Ice Barbie if it wasn't for this woman right next to her. You would have never had the women's Supreme Court judge if it wasn't for this black woman.
Right.
But you will reap none of the benefits because you are laying on the ground. You lay your body you lay your soul laid to the ground and say, bow down that we may go over. Meaning what? Your soul bowing down is a bridge for them. They couldn't get to that neck. They couldn't get across without you bowing down. So what did that show you? How important your soul is.
Right.
Your soul is the pathway to their superiority.
To their supremacy.
To their supremacy. If your soul was upright, they could not pass.
Right.
They would not have access into the next millennium. Huh? Just by you saying, no, I'm not doing it. Look at Pharaoh. Do you know there's power in the word no, or in the Hebrew la'ah? There's power in that. No. And no is a complete sentence. You don't have to say anything else after that.
Now
That's the beautiful part about it. Go ahead.
The sisters know how to use no. They know how to say no.
Yeah,
they got to say it to
No, go ahead, Dawada. Come on with it.
Now they good at saying no. They know how to say no. They got to figure out. They got to give the no to the right person.
Come on, brother. They got to and listen. When they get the no to the right person, the yes is going to become right. Once again, this is balance. Once again, we teach you where to put what.
Right.
We're going to, like what you said, Dawada, so heavy. Where to put your no. Where to put your anger. Where to put your love. All these things, there's no escaping it. We all have these emotions. We all have these things, but we have to put them in the right direction.
That's right.
No different than a child when you have them put the star in the star block and the circle in the circle block. You are teaching them to identify where these things go. That's right. God is doing the same thing with the truth. He's showing you where to put your emotion. This emotion, I'm not telling you to cancel it. I want you to put it here.
That's right.
And put it here at this particular time. It's still useful. You know what I'm saying? Put your emotions in the right place. Here we have it. We didn't bow down so they can go over.
That's right.
All these white women that are using their power to oppress black women and other white women, they got there because of black women.
That's right.
Because black women were in the streets and black women turned on their own man. And they showed the oppressor, look, I'm with you. I'm gonna give you twice as much as I give my husband. And that's what they did. Now the state raises our children now. We don't have a father to raise our children. And that's why our children are out here murdering like they're doing right now. And the women can't control them. Because we followed somebody like Margaret Sanger. We followed Gloria Stein. We followed them. And now it's imploding. Now we're at the end of this empire, and like Dawud, Precinct Officer Dawud said, now we're seeing it a little too late. But here's the thing. The Lord said he would cut the time short. He's giving us time still, even though he's going to cut the time short to get it right. For us to try to come back to say, man, let me repair and rectify what I did. You understand? Because it's no saving this place. There is no vote that's going to save this place. I don't know what y'all thinking, especially if they're in New York. You're like, oh, Zamdani, that don't mean nothing. I don't know if you know. You think these people care about a vote? You better look at January 6th.
Right.
Don't care about it. I saw on the TV, the one was like, oh, this is so great. And I wanted so bad to be on the TV and look at the TV and say, you don't get it, do you?
Don't. Right.
She's like, yes, we did it, New York. I wanted, I put me on the screen. I would have been like, you don't get it, do you? You don't understand, do you?
Oblivious.
Do you understand that these people don't care about democracy? They don't care about the NATO. They're going and they want to take Greenland. It's imperial. They're going back to the old Napoleonic imperialistic type of mentality. And that woman has to be under their boot as well.
That's right. That's right.
If I can get Esther chapter 1, verse 15. I'm sorry, go ahead, read now. Let's get this verse.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Count on concert. This is politics. It says, who are the awfuls? Trump hates them, so they're doing something right.
Uh-huh.
They're affluent, white female, urban liberals. And the murder of Renee Nicole Good will politicize millions of them.
And I like how they use the word will, because it ain't happening.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm waiting to see you in this. I'm waiting to see all the ones that we the awfuls. We the awfuls, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, they come up with terms for these white women. So they classify them as being an accessory to the enemy. Go ahead.
Count on con, sir. Nomenclature is potent. Donald Trump loves a nickname, and there is a power in naming things. Once a thing has a name, it can be categorized, judged, explained, and perhaps satirized and belittled. Over the last decade, Trump has had wild success with giving names to his rivals. Most are on about the 8th grade level, but they have often subsequently flattened these rivals, sucked their power right out of them. Low Energy, Jeb, Little Marco, Crooked Hillary, and Sleepy Joe.
Okay, so look, can you take me down? Go down to where it says when he tweeted affluent. It's gonna say affluent white women. Go up a little bit more.
Oh, down.
Go up. Almost go up a little bit more. Where it's gonna say, it's gonna have a quote. Go up to the top.
Oh, to the top. Okay,
let me see where it's gonna say the word awful. There you go, right there. Tweet it. There you go, right there. They're right there. You got it.
Okay.
Sometimes these groups.
Okay, kind of one time. And sometimes these groups were given pejorative nicknames, Karens, which means humorless women, and now awfuls, which means affluent white female urban liberals.
You see that? So when you see that term awful, they're talking anybody that's affluent, white female, and urban liberals. And notice what they said is so true. They categorize, they name things. It is power in naming things. You're able to categorize, and they are naming their enemy. But you know what? You're not. You're not. They understand that they are at war. And in order for them to be able to accomplish what the priest of war said, the oppressor who is one where said they are that's right, brother. We name our enemies.
That's right.
We name who's the devil. We categorize him. Why? Because that's safety in that. And it helps you be able to know how to move in this society, man.
That's right.
So they looking at these affluent white women, liberals, and they call them awfuls. Keep going.
Kind of Wakan, sir. The first time I saw someone use the acronym to describe this group was on election night in 2024, when internet commentator Eric Erickson tweeted, "Affluent white female urban liberals, the awfuls, radicalize a lot of people against them. Nicole Wallace, Rachel Maddow, and most of the rest of the women at MSNBC really have played a powerful role in what is happening tonight."
You see that? But see, I you know, and this is the thing about it. When you really look at it, they love to give these people accolades. But once again, going back to Gloria Steinem, do you know what black women were doing during the feminist movement? Do you know all the things that they did during the feminist movement, man? You get a chance, you do some research. They ain't doing a quarter of that, Dawada.
Right.
They supposed to be in the streets. They supposed to be saying the white women not gonna have sex with their men.
Right.
But we know how that turned out, right, Dawada?
Kind of Wakan, sir.
It'd be a bloodbath. I need you to use some of that Gloria Steinem CIA fake feminism that you say you got so much.
Uh-huh.
Because as far as I can see, white women are playing their position, even if they're getting unalived. What did that tell you, black woman? That they're gonna follow their man, no matter how crazy he is. Why don't you follow your man in righteousness? Why don't you turn to the Lord? You understand? You ain't supposed to follow no fool out here doing evil, but the white woman will. All we saying is to come into the ISUPK, change your life, and for you brothers to make yourself righteous so these sisters can have a righteous man to choose.
That's right.
It's time to put the black and Latino, Native American Indian household together, man. Their household is crumbling. More and more and more. There are more articles coming out about, there are videos of white women who are married to conservative or MAGA followers. And they're testifying about how it's like a psychosis. They are afraid for their lives. They don't know what he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? They're afraid if Donald Trump get on TV and say everybody attack, that he's going to go out there with an AR-15. They don't know. They're living in fear. And you are steady looking to them for guidance, black woman. It's time for us to turn back to our God, man. Turn back to our culture. Can I get Esther chapter 1, verse 15? We're going to get ready to wrap it up. I know we're a little bit over the time. Esther chapter 1, verse 15 through 18. All right.
Kind of Wakan, sir. It's the book of Esther, chapter 1, verse 15. It says, "What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to law?
Mm-hmm.
Because she have not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlains."
This is Xerxes, right? This is the king over with the Persians, right? Am I right, Dawada? The Persians?
I believe this was the Persians, if I'm
Yeah.
not, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is how the heathens, even they understood this. So this queen, she didn't come when the king called her to come. You understand? She didn't perform the king's commandments. Go ahead. They asking him, what are we going to do about this woman? She's the queen. She serves you, but she's in power under you. Go ahead.
Come on, sir. And verse 16, "And Memucan answered before the king and the princes, Vashti the queen have not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes and to all the people that are in all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus."
You see that? And why is he saying that? because he knew there's a thing that they use that right now they call influence.
That's right, sir.
Huh? She was an influencer. She had major influence. The women looked up to her. She was the queen. And her rebelliousness was not, and notice this. Now the only one she didn't listen to was the king. Am I right, Dawa?
That's right, sir.
So why did he say that she have wronged all, not just the king, but the princes and all the people? Because he knew something that we still have yet to find out. He knew something that we have yet to find out. We cannot have dissension in our households. It undermines the whole kingdom. It undermines the nation, the culture. You have to be on one accord. Go ahead. Verse 17.
Verse 17. For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women.
Unto who?
So that unto all women.
All women. Go ahead.
So that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes, when it shall be reported that King Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not.
You see that? So what happened? What is this showing you? That this deed, what all the women gonna despise their husband. Let me ask you this: have y'all listened to the music on the radio lately or on the streams? I ain't got to tell you what's going on with a lot of these women. I ain't got to tell you what's going on. A lot of these, I can't stand these damn show. The housewives of this and that. I can't stand it. I ain't got to tell you what's going on. They teaching other women to despise who? Their husbands.
That's right.
They're carrying their problems into their own marriage. Now it would be peace before this, but let the women hear about them saying Vashti ain't coming to him. Well, Vashti, she must have the power. If she ain't gotta listen to the king, I don't have to listen to my man. What does that show you about women? They are easily influenced. Easily, very, very easily, especially to a woman that's looked at like Beyonce or some other woman. You understand? Somebody great. This is why the Lord put these laws, statutes, and commandments in play. So we don't, because this right here, we literally talking about a threat to national security at this point. That's basically what his advisors are telling him. Her not coming to you is a threat to national security when you call. Because this deed, if it get published, you're going to have feminism. You're going to have women who think they don't have to listen to their husbands.
That's right, sir.
And you know what happens next? Next goes the kingdom.
The land falls to whoredom.
Say what?
I said the land falls to whoredom.
Then the land falls to whoredom. And I'm sure Vashti had women telling her, you don't have to go. You the queen. You come when you get ready. Well, she lost her crown that day. And another woman that's better than her replaced her. And that's important. We have to understand that we cannot look to these people for any family guidance.
That's right, sir.
God has given us all the tools that we need to have a family, to structure that family. Stop denying the Lord's convention. We just showed you tonight Planned Parenthood, abortion, the feminist movement, how white women are abandoning white women, how MAGA movement is turning on white women. They're divided. And it's not going to get any better because we're getting closer to the end. You understand? Notice how many white men are unaliving their families now. You understand? They're doing it now. It's going there because they do not agree. His woman is entitled to her liberty now. She feel like I don't gotta listen. I'm And he's like, no, I will unalive you. And that's what they're doing. What should we be doing as a nation? We should be coming back to our people, man.
Right.
We should be coming back. We should be coming back to our nation and putting our household back together, man. You understand? The Lord said, we one flesh.
That's right.
If we don't do it now, we playing ourselves, man. You understand? So I wanted to go into that tonight. And if another story happened, some more stories happen, we'll probably do a part 2 on this. But understand, white supremacy is imploding. The white woman, aka the awfuls, on the hit list of the MAGA movement. And you have yet to see a mass number of white women, mainly white women, in the street protesting what's going on. Because they're not doing it. Like Dawada said, they're waiting for you to get out on the street, black woman, and don't you do it.
Right.
Let her show you what it means to be free. Let's see what she does on her own. Don't give her no advice. Just sit back and watch. And you're gonna see they're gonna keep getting unalive, and they're gonna get beat, and they're gonna go along with it. Because that's what they did in the 60s. It's just now it's on a massive scale more now because we have social media. I want to thank Priest and Officer Dawada for assisting me tonight for this class. Make sure you pay your tithes. Go to isupk.com. Make sure you tune in every Monday night with Commander General Yohana on the real General Yohana on YouTube, aka the Black Watch. Make sure you coming down to the Passover in April 4th. Am I right, Dawada? Houston, Texas.
Kind of one concert. That's correct.
The BH Ranch. You see it on the bottom right there, man. Hit that link. It's $200 per adult. That's gonna cover you for the whole week. Okay, we got a number of things going on, man. The lamb slaughter, a number of things. The all black party, everything, man. Just make sure you come out and have a good time. And look, let's start putting this thing back together, man. This is universal practical knowledge. You can apply this. It's not theoretical knowledge, universal practical knowledge. We apply these things to our life. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? This is what we do out here, man. So I want you brothers and sisters to make sure you join us down there. Once again, I want to thank Priest and Officer Dawada. Thank y'all brothers and sisters that tuning in the chat. And we're gonna continue to take it from there, man. All right. So with that, I want to salute everybody out. To all my brothers, Shalom Yahweh Shema Shabakatham. To the sisters out there, Shalom Yahweh Shema Alatham Ba Shem Yahushua. What again, two priests.
Y'all be sure to thought, sir.
All right, Shalom.